Good afternoon, everybody. It's your boy Eric coming to you on a beautiful sunny, Tuesday afternoon from the studio to review a workout. Today's workout, we'll call it the WOD, workout of the day. So we're going to go through several different movements. We're going to go through a dynamic warm-up, then we're going to go through a strength training phase, then we're going to do core conditioning, and finally cool down and stretch. Okay, so we're going to start with our warm-up, okay? At Custom Fit 360, we try to train in all planes of motion, okay? So sagittal, frontal, and transverse, right? I tried to get everybody warmed up in those planes of motion so that our body can move efficiently in 3D, which is where we live, right? We don't live here. So your first movement, okay? Everything is time-based. Okay, so you get a timer. Okay, you can set an interval timer. They're all over the app stores. I'm going to go 40-20. Or actually, during our warm-up, we're going to go 30 seconds on each movement. Okay, so you set your timer. Here we go. I'm about to start getting my sweat on. Okay, and I just want you to rotate back and forth. You can step your feet together so you can get a little more movement, or you can just rotate your hips. Now, if you notice my feet, you need to make sure that you pivot. We don't want any shear force across the spine or knees, so we want to rotate this way. Okay? We're just keeping moving. All right? Heat it up. When you hear that bell, you're going to transition to a reach. Okay? Again, imagine you're picking something off the floor. If you cannot get this low to the floor, that's cool. Just step this way. Make sure you're coming down. You get a little bit of a row. I'm starting to get a little heat here. Good. Then we're just going to front rack, and you're going to hit a squat. Okay? One of our movements includes a squat. Starting to get a little sweaty. 10 seconds. And then our final movement is going to be walkouts. Zippers, as you might call them. Okay, we're here. You're going to walk your hands out, plank, back up. You can do a push-up if you want. I'd recommend it. Now I'm really heated up. How long has it been? Like 2 minutes? Okay, so you're going to do 2 rounds of that. All right, I'm only going to show you one. So, as you can see, you should be warmed up a little bit with those movements. Okay? Our first strength training movement is going to be a thruster. Okay? That is here. So just like our warm-up movement, you're going to be doing a thruster. Squat and press. Again, if you cannot get down to that depth, come here and press. If you cannot do that, sit, stand, press. If you can do it in all one integrated movement, I'd prefer that. Okay? So, on the bell, your next movement. You're going to hinge, row, back up. So everything we're doing is a compound movement, okay? Utilizing multiple joints, multiple muscle groups to get you the highest calorie burn. This is also called metabolic conditioning, which is going to help you increase your lean muscle tissue. There's something called EPOC. We'll get real scientific with it, okay? Your next movement, you can hold the dumbbells or you can do hands on hips. Reverse lunge. Okay, remember your timing. You're 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So you do have a transitional period. I'm just going straight through. Makes it a little bit harder. You know, you can switch it. Okay? And then your final one is going to be a push-up. So we're here. Down and up. Give me a little bit of a pause for some stretch reflex if you want to work on power. Okay? If you can't do that, drop down to the knee. Don't be doing this stuff, folks. Okay? None of this. Drop the hips, tighten the core. Okay? Pull your dorsiflex. Dorsiflex means pull your toes towards you. Plantar flex means point them away. So you dorsiflex, and everything comes down together. If you cannot do that, well, which angle is best for this? Here's mine, okay? Oh, fine. You're here. Push up, okay? If you can't do that, you got to find something higher. Find something higher, okay? It's okay. Now, so those are our 4 strength training movements. I recommend you go 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest in between each exercise. Then you move into your conditioning circuit, okay? I know all y'all love that one. Conditioning. All right, so your first movement is going to be a kettlebell swing. If you have a logo, or if you do not have a logo on your shirt, imagine that you do, okay? And you're going to keep the logo in the mirror or forward at all times. So what we don't want to see is this. Don't be doing this stuff, please, okay? So soft knees, soft hips, okay? Brace in the core. You're going to use your hip. Imagine that there is a wall in front of you, and you've got to toss it, okay? Don't let go. But that's the idea. So this is not a raise, all right? This is a momentum movement, momentum with control, okay? Now, you don't have a kettlebell, you have 2 dumbbells. You can do this just as easily. Bring your feet in slightly. Swing. It is the same movement. If you only have 1 dumbbell, that's cool too. Unilateral works your core a lot more. Okay? So you can actually switch it. Do a little toss there. So on and so forth. Second movement, mountain climbers. You're here. Now, you can do mountain climbers like this for cardio. I like to do them slow. Keeping my hips as tight as I can to make sure my core is firing. I would do this because your next movement is going to be cardio based. What is it? It's a burpee. It's a burpee. I know, okay? So we do gorilla burpees, or I like to teach gorilla burpees, or sumo burpees, okay? So you're wide base. Try to get your hands flat to the floor. Kick your feet out. If you go chest to floor, please do. Bounce back up. If you cannot do chest to floor, you're down, you're up. Make sure that there's nothing behind you. Back up. Okay? If you can't do that, again, that'll get you work. Right here. That's all you need. If you can't hop back, don't hop back. Put your hands down, walk the feet back, Hey! Oh! Okay, still burning calories. Move your body, and then you're gonna recover and stretch. All right? Any more questions, specific stuff? Give us a shout. See you later.